off! Welcome to the 63rd episode of the Brave News channel. I am your host, Shali, and we're here with the fantabulous Risky. Say hello, Risky!
Hello, everyone. Wow.
Alright, and today we have stuff that we'll end the year with because, you know, winter has come. December's right around the corner, and 2020 is coming to a close. 2020 has been a heck of a year. If I may say so myself, in many different ways. And hopefully this is just one of the ways that helps to bring a little bit of cheer and Maeri into you guys' life during at least the winter season, with the content that we can expect for Brave Frontier. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass off things to Risky here. He can start us off with a beautiful logo that was crafted for this year's Brave Winter.
Yep, so as usual, we come out with the tradition of making a Brave seasonal logo, and this time around we have the Brave Winter logo with a very nice touch of like I guess winter and nature, which you guys can see it very soon in the upcoming unit in this winter dungeon. Yep. Yeah, so well, let's get into the more detail about the campaign, the login campaign in the winter dungeon itself in the next slide. Okay. So in the login campaign, we will be giving the usual rewards, like we have the hero selector tickets as well, gems, and you can also get materials for the Omni evolutions. So do login daily and basically encourage your friend to log in as well so that they can collect those nice rewards.
Yes.
Alright, so moving on, not just this login campaign, we will also be having the next piece of content in the next slide, which is the Battles of Brave Frontier 2, the Righteous Sheriff. And we will be having a duel with Gilbert, the Righteous Sheriff. So, and when you finish, when you are you can also get the materials to craft this Sheriff's Bell Sphere. So as you can see, the characters is kind of like a very, I don't know, look like a macho or bullish sheriff, and that bell in the middle of his chest, I guess that's this Sheriff's Bell Sphere. Maybe Shari, can you share with us about this sheriff a little bit?
Right, so Gilbert, as you guys may have already seen in the past BNC or two, we have already introduced him as one of the units. He's just a bulky, really muscly sheriff that helped to save his town from a gang of bandits that was attacking the town. The town has a very special sanctuary that is like a mine, where I guess precious metals can be found, and the whole town is kind of being invaded by these bandits who are looking for these weapons known as relics. And the most precious relics that they are in search for are these two relic guns. The leader of the bandits actually has one of the guns, and then there's another girl who we introduced in the last BNC, if I'm not mistaken, her name is Sheena. She has the other gun. Now, we've been talking about the leader of the bandits for a long time, but we don't have a name for this leader. We haven't seen this leader. Today's the day that we finally get to meet her. Her name is Vanessa, and we're going to the next slide here. Vanessa is obviously not your average run-of-the-mill leader. She is a femme fatale who is just ready to completely bring down anybody who stands in her way. She basically has absolutely no remorse for what she does or the actions that she has to take in order to get what she wants. A very prideful woman, a woman who is very aware of what she wants in life. And what she wants is the other relic gun that Sheena has to accompany the relic gun that she herself inherited from her father a long time ago. She wants to have the two relic guns for herself. However, this is not going to be an easy task because, as we know, Sheena is quite the gun duelist herself, and obviously the two will have to duel each other to see who will rise the victor and therefore claim the other relic gun for themselves. Of course, I'm not going to spoil who the victor is. There is a clear winner in the situation. I believe, if you remember what we shared last time on BNC, perhaps you can take a gander as to who it is that wins a duel between the two. But that doesn't make Vanessa any less cool. We can see here she has a crazy outfit going on. I wouldn't be caught dead in something like that, but she's got the courage to look as what would the correct term be? As attractive as possible, while at the same time as deadly
as possible.
Yeah. That's, I guess, her style and her gig. But what do you think of Vanessa here, Rizky?
I think just looking at the floating guns there, it's really intimidating to me. Like, I think Alim has some kind of fascination about the floatings, rifles, guns, and everything. And
so,
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you wouldn't think that she would need any other guns with all the floating guns around her, right? But she's really dead set on getting that other relic gun, so it must mean a lot to her, I'm guessing.
The other gun will be the one that's on her main, like on the right hand, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's my guess as well. It seems really decked out, and that, last time we shared this conspiracy theory where maybe the relic guns are the Rickles, right? This one, by design doesn't really remind me of the Rickles. It's very different.
It's very different, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of got like this like gothic cabaret spiky feel to it. So I don't know that they're the same thing, but they could have evolved over time or maybe been customized over the years to look different. We don't know for sure, but she definitely has got a lot of firepower. That's for sure.
Right.
Alrighty, well, I'll pass things back to you, Rizky, for the next piece of content.
Alright, so for the next piece of content, we will be having the, of course, something closer to the Brave Winter itself, which is the Brave Winter 2020, that special dungeon, Dreams of Frost. And in this special dungeon, we will delve into Maeri's dream world and experience the tale of Forest Guardian and Dragon Queen. Now, who are these two? We will introduce it. Shelly will introduce it pretty soon. But basically, the Forest Guardian. Sorry, pardon me. I'm having a little cough and sore throat.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's the winter. It gets pretty dry out here. So.
Right. Okay, back to the slide.
Yeah.
So we will be having the Glaes as a reward unit. So the nice looking, I guess, reindeer guardian kind of thing on the right, which actually matches with our logo in terms of style.
Yes,
exactly. And then you can also get the get stray pages tokens from this dungeon, and you can get redeem exclusive event Algift, which is the Wintry Dreamscape from the Brave Winter 2020 Bazaar. So maybe to explain a little bit more detail about the main character here, which is the Maeri's and the other Dragon Queen. Shall I pass it to you? Maybe I will pass it to you, Shelly?
Yes, sure. Yep. So let's start off with Maeri. Maeri is she's this sweet little child who just happens to be a narcoleptic. And if you don't know what a narcoleptic is, a narcoleptic person is a person who will just fall asleep anywhere. So what that means is not that, they're so comfortable that they can fall asleep anywhere. It's just that their body completely just shuts down and they have this incredible need to just sleep, like out of nowhere. So they could be just, in school trying to focus on a lesson, and all of a sudden narcolepsy hits and they just fall asleep, under desk, etc., etc. And Maeri happens to be one of these people. So she sleeps a lot and she dreams a lot. However, she has taken up the habit of trying to manipulate her own dreams. So her dreams become very vivid, very lucid, and she tries to change things that happen in her dream to kind of fit her own story. She's having fun with them. And I'm actually one of those people who can do that. I'm not narcoleptic, but sometimes I'll have a dream that I'm enjoying, and I will consciously, as I am dreaming, change aspects of my own dream to make it like more fun, or to add like other stuff to it. It's not something that I can do every single time I have a dream, but I have been able to do it before, and those are the dreams that always I wake up and I think it was real. And I have to like check everything to make sure that it wasn't real.
You got a lot of lucid dreaming, right?
Yes. So it's quite vivid, and I remember things, and I also feel things in my dreams. Which is, I'm not sure that it's quite common. But I'm just saying, in short, that I relate to Maeri here in this aspect. And as Maeri dreams this time around and changes aspects of her particular, winter dreams, this is where this story happens to take place. So the story itself is like, is it really a dream or is it not? We're just gonna have to find out by playing the story event here. But what do you think of Maeri's design, Risky?
Well, I think the idea of getting ships and winter together, it's pretty unique. I really like the design. I mean, like my zodiac is ship, I would say, Aries.
Oh, okay, I see.
so I'm really liking the ship design, but I think the choice of colors and the design here, and you can see a little bit. I don't know if it's clear enough, but it looks like she's the type of the ship, not kind of like the Earth ship in the Zodiac, the Vortex Arena Zodiac unit, but it's closer to the ship that appears in your dream, like the counting ship kind of thing.
Yes. So I think the Vortex unit was more of a goat.
Yeah.
And Maeri's more of like I would say sheep, but the horns kind of make me think of a ram. There's so many animals, right? But the zodiac of Aries is represented by a ram. Usually the main difference between a ram and a sheep, I believe, is that the rams are usually male and therefore they have horns, and sheep, which are female, I guess usually don't have horns, something like that. Don't quote me, I'm not a zoologist. I'm just trying to make sense out of this. But yeah, it's a very cute design. Sheeps are fluffy and kind of cuddly, and you can definitely see that in like what she's wearing. She's like head to toe covered in wool. She's got stars and moons everywhere to kind of take you back to that point of reference where she's kind of sleepy a lot of the time. So to me, she looks like she's walking on a cloud.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of always in an out-of-body experience, I guess you could say.
And that stuffed ram, I guess. The stuffed toys. It's really cute.
Very, very cute. So that just kind of hints to her childlike nature, right? A child would have a stuffed animal around with them to kind of bring them comfort and to feel a little bit more secure. So, Maeri being as young as she is, hopefully that brings her comfort when she's having these amazingly lucid dreams that she has from time to time.
Right.
All right, well, that's Maeri for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy her when she joins us in Brave Frontier Global. But we also have to introduce Glaes, who we saw earlier when Risky was introducing the event, and whose, Brave Winter logo is inspired by, as you can see.
Right.
Glaes's horns, or antlers, I guess is the correct word, are kind of what's in the logo. That's what inspired the design. And Glaes is an earth spirit. And even though he is earth, it looks like his body's kind of crafted out of ice, and then like greenery has grown out of the ice and then it became Glaes. But it's basically just an earth spirit. And Glaes protects the forest and all the living creatures in the forest and tries to uphold the balance between animal and man, which has been always a constant struggle in the world that we live in, right? And of course, he's a very noble spirit, but he does happen to have a sense of humor. So hopefully we can see that play out in the story as we get to know him and Maeri together. The problem with this particular winter in Glace's forest, however, is that it has gone on for too long, and the creatures who live in the forest are suffering from the bitter cold, not knowing why, spring is not here. Like, it's just kind of like a never-ending winter. We want the warmth, we want the sunshine to come back, and for some reason we're stuck in this terrible, terrible cold. So Glace's job is to find out the reason behind this and to try to fix it so that the forest can be at peace once again. But yeah, what do you think of our winter reward unit, Glace?
Well, I think the design is really, really nice in a sense that like we I think we barely have non-human characters. I mean, like they are genderless characters, like say dragons and stuff. But I think this unit is just saying that maybe Brave Frontier can be one day become something like a more like mature version of Pokemon. I would say, all those characters are like non-humanoid, maybe like animal or monsters or like cryptics, some kind of like legendary being, but it could look this gorgeous. It's just like, I don't have any word to describe the elegance of this design. I really like it.
No, it's
I'm really
super elegant.
Yeah.
I agree. It's
fits
very, very tasteful. Like, you can tell that this is a noble spirit from the forest, Like, if I saw something like this, I would think that a divine being has just appeared before me and I have to, like, bow and, like, do courtesy and all that stuff. Definitely very, very regal, very elegant, very graceful figure. And of course, may I remind everyone that this is not really our first deer/reindeer inspired winter unit in Brave Frontier. Let's not forget where we come from.
Well.
But it's just kind of a nice, like, full circle moment with also the theme of protecting nature and the creatures of the forest and trying to protect the balance between the forest creatures and man. It's a nice kind of like revisit of other concepts that we have had in Brave Frontier Global. So, welcome, Glaze, and make sure you don't miss out on this free winter reward unit. Very, very cool. But we are going to talk about our last unit that we'll be introducing today, who is Vyrr. Now, Vyrr is going to be our winter summon unit, and she happens to be a dragon who lives in the heart of the forest, I guess, in a mountain in the forest, I'm guessing. And Vyrr is a dragon who can breathe fire, obviously. She is rather vain, and, as a legendary creature, she's been persecuted by humans because humans have always been of the mind of like, if I can conquer a dragon or if I can vanquish a dragon, I'll be a hero and everybody will, tell legends about me or like stories about me. That,
I see.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
So Vyrr is not one to really mingle with humans or with other creatures for that nature. She's just kind of off on her own, doing her own thing. And during the winter, she usually hibernates because, she just needs a nice time to recover her energy so that she can be fresh for the rest of the year. However, the legend goes, or the belief goes, that in the forest, the reason why it gets warmer and spring eventually comes about is due to the breath of a dragon. So dragon's breath obviously being fire, they are the ones who kind of warm up the earth and make winter melt away, and then it makes room for spring to come. However, as we mentioned before, this winter has been longer than most, and nobody seems to know the reason why. We are not sure if Vyrr is just hibernating longer than usual. Maybe she's taking a really long power nap, and this is why winter doesn't seem to really go away. But we don't know the actual cause of what is bringing this, like, crazy winter to the forest, and I guess the only way to find out is by playing the game and by getting all of these fabulous units, summoning for them or getting them from the free rewards of the event themselves, and kind of putting all of their stories together to make the story of Brave Winter 2020 complete. But what
Right,
do you
right.
think of Vyrr's design, Risky?
Well, I'm really liking that dragon tail and the wing, and it seems that to me it gives a vibe that she probably will turn into dragon in the attack animation. No, don't take my word for for a guarantee, but it would be very cool if she actually transformed into dragon. But
I
we'll see.
agree. It would be. Well,
You
yeah,
know,
we'll see what happens. But
I kind of like maybe can speculate how the two characters are linked together. Like probably I don't know. Probably Maeri just meet Vyrr in the dream.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe,
we don't
maybe.
know. Maybe
Maybe.
she takes a strange turn in one of her dreams and ended up meeting Glaes, and perhaps Glaes asks for Mary's help in trying to find the reason behind this long winter, and hopefully enlist Vyr's help to kind of melt all of the snow away or something. I don't know. That's my best guess at what the story could be, but we'll
Right.
have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to actually play it.
Well, this is exciting.
Yes,
Gonna
yes, very exciting.
look
And we
forward
do
to
have
this.
a little bit more content to
Yep.
share with you guys today. So can I pass it back to you, Risky?
Yeah, so the last piece of content for the December will be the Vortex Arena Season 6, so Tenebrous Showdown. So we'll be having the usual adjustment of daily and overall rank rewards, and you can also get the new L gift, Giselbert's Pride and Giselbert's Favor from the rank rewards. The event bazaars, dog loyalty will be added, and you can also get the alternate art for Rhine, the neon winder Rhine. So as you can see, the alternate art is on the right side. That looks really cool and very, I don't know, cyberpunk kind of thing.
Yep.
What do you think about it, Shelly?
I think it's really awesome. It looks like she's kind of like straight smack in the middle of Tokyo or something.
Yeah.
Where it's just nothing but neon lights and tall buildings, and she's the center of it. Like she rules that particular like
Serpent.
underground world or something. She looks really badass. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so I guess this is what like another set of over the top alternate art with all the
Yep.
backgrounds and everything.
Go all the
Yeah.
way. Go
Yep.
all the way.
Really excited to get that alternate art as well. And
Yeah.
not just this, I guess as you guys have noticed, not all of the content is announced in BNC. Sorry, not all the content that is running for the month actually announced in BNC. So there might be some additional informations that you guys can check. So take a look at. Don't forget to like always check our official Facebook channel, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Yeah. All right.
Alright.
So well, we have probably the last part of. Well, I would say announcement, I guess. Maybe if I can pass it to Shelly.
Yes. Well, this is going to be quite an announcement to drop on you guys today, because we are actually taking today as an opportunity to let you guys know that this will actually be the last episode of the Brave News channel that we will have for a while. I think it's too finite to say forever. We, never say never and never say forever, I guess. But, the year 2020, of course, has had its ups and downs, and we're soon coming to an end. So we kind of find it the most appropriate time to let you guys know that the 63rd episode, after 5 years and some change, that the Brave News channel will unfortunately be closing down for business until further notice. But we just, of course, want to thank you for your incredible support over all of these years, not only for BNC, those of you who watch and who share with your friends and always leave a comment or leave us questions, and always leave us sweet things like, hi, I hope you guys are doing okay, or say hello to the team for us, and thank you for your hard work and sweet comments of this nature. Just thank you very much for supporting the show, or supporting Brave Frontier Global most of all. because Lord knows that we wouldn't be here without your support and commitment to this game, which we have worked on so hard for so many years. So yeah, this is unfortunately goodbye for now. We of course will still be around. We're going to be working on Brave Frontier as well as other projects that require our attention, but we just don't have the time to continue with VNC as of right now. But we will have other means to reach out to you guys with regarding what content is next to come for Brave Frontier. As Risky mentioned before, we have our Facebook page, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. So you will get the news that you need to keep yourself informed about Brave Frontier Global. If you just go check out those channels, and of course keep checking the in-game news every single time that there is a new post. Just so that you can stay informed of what is going to come for Brave Frontier next, as we will no longer be around to bring you the news.
Well, 63 episodes, yeah. So that's about 5 years. You know, I guess
5
that
years and a
says something.
quarter.
You know, it's kind of like I guess probably not many games will have this kind of like a long. I don't know, video updates like us.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I never really heard about it, but that's we can be up to these episodes because of your support, all your questions, all your encouragement from the comments and everything. We really appreciate it. Unfortunately, as what Shali said, things change. Well, it probably changed for us. Because we have to shift around our priorities, but do not worry about the updates itself, and as the team will be committed to deliver the updates through the official channels, and especially if you guys have any questions or comments or concern, you can always reach us in the official channels as well as this video's comment section, because it will still be around and we will still be looking at it. So I guess the development team just want to say thank you for the support, particularly for the Brave News channel up to its 5th year, and of course Brave Frontier is still around, and to give you guys a special maybe as a thank you from the team itself, we will be sending a mystery gift soon, so keep a close eye on your present box. Yeah. So.
That is correct.
Well.
I don't know how to end this one. Usually, it's just kind of like see you on the next episode. But there will be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the difference between BNC and other updates is like, I guess this is more personal. Like, we can share our comments, our remarks on things. You know, some people ask like, who's Risky's waifu, who's Shali's husband, or, you know, it's very interesting that we can actually be using this. We were using this BNC as a venue for us to, you know, like not just to share the updates to players, but for us to share our personal remarks and everything. So yeah, sadly, I'll probably like. We have to end the BNC for now until further notice, like what Shali said. But yeah, do not worry. Check our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for monthly update moving forward in 2021, and hopefully, I think 2021 will be a better year for everyone. The hard times, the pandemic, seems to be still ongoing, but I guess improvements have been made all over the world. So let's just hope for the best.
Yeah, I hope that 2021 definitely brings us all a new start. Like, every new year brings a new start, but I think this time around we really need like a fresh one.
Yep.
A really fresh start for everyone to kind of try to recover from what has been a very, very long year. But yes, of course, we wish you well we again thank you for all of your love and your support. We loved having this opportunity to be so close to you guys and to share our love and our experience with Brave Frontier as part of the actual team that helps to bring you this game on a daily basis. It's been an honor, of course. Brave Frontier, I'm sure, will be forever engraved in my heart and in Rizky's heart. This has been a project that has been very close to us since the very beginning. We have so many crazy stories and so many things that has happened.
Yeah, 7 years, man.
7 years of Brave Frontier. But we wouldn't trade it for the world. It has been beautiful. I have no other way to describe it. And as we have said time and again before, you know, things may change, times may change, but a summoner's journey is never over. Right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
everyone.
all of your hard work. Rizky, thank you so much for sticking
for you to share
with me through all these years. You know, from the first episode eating hamburgers on screen, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. to 5 years later, here saying goodbye to everyone. Stay safe. Love each other. Keep supporting the things that you love. And we will be seeing you around. Maybe.
Someday.
At some other point in time.
Yep.
So, take care till then. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Much love to you.
Oh man, that's sad.